My name's Jay Steward and I'm the Chief Helicopter Pilot for the Great North Air Ambulance.
And obviously the air ambulance is something very integral to the North East. But what is your role as part of the Great North Ambulance team?
Well, today we're here as part of a static display team, and so we've got a load of the team around the aircraft and doing vital fundraising, because at the end of the day we're a charity and we rely on the generosity of the public to enable our operation to continue. And so I'm just here helping out and taking a day out from being on shift at Teesside where I would be otherwise.
Well, we're just seeing the helicopter in the sky just a few minutes ago. Tell us what kind of things you were doing just to kind of show off the aircraft.
Well, the main thing, first of all, the Dauphin itself is not a very aerobatic helicopter, hence why it did more backwards and forward kind of manoeuvres with the odd climb. It's not rated to do anything daft. She's purely built for speed, and you know, she can cover the best part of 3 miles a minute when she's at full speed, which enables us to cover great distances around the country. And as the pilot, I have the privilege to sit in the front of the aircraft and get it around the skies safely.
And obviously we've had a bit of weather affecting some of the displays over the air show. We have been able to see the air ambulance in the sky. When it's in its usual role and its usual job, how does the weather affect you responding to scenes and incidents?
Well, we clearly need to be able to see where we're going when we're landing and taking off. However, when we're getting out and about, because the weather from one side of the country is extremely different, we can lift off in very poor conditions at Teesside, and if we're going to Whitehaven on the west coast where it's clear, we have the capability within the aircraft just to climb up into cloud and fly along in cloud quite happily, because the aircraft's rated to do so, as are the pilots. So things like that don't affect us too much. If we get a lot of snow, we can fly in that, but again, you need to see where you're landing, and we can't fly in icing conditions. That's one thing we don't like.
So is this the first time that we've seen the air ambulance in a kind of air show environment in the skies?
Yes, this is our first year of doing it. We've had a static display out of other air shows, but this is the first time we've had the full show here at Sunderland. It's been fantastic.
And what would you say, obviously you've spoke about the fact that it is a charity and you need to be able to have the funds to keep it going. What is the sole purpose for you guys being here at the air show this year?
It's to raise public awareness about what we do. The charity requires in excess of £5 million a year in order to operate the 2 helicopters from the 2 bases, and so anything we can get from the public helps out to that one. And again, the exposure that people understand that we are the charity air ambulance that supports the people of the North Yorkshire and Cumbria, and we cover the entire district.
And you'll have seen a lot of aircraft in the skies over the weekend. Which display would you say has really stood out for you, or even some of the upcoming displays for the rest of today?
That one that's ongoing right behind us. You can't get better than a P-51 Mustang. It's absolutely outstanding. I suppose quickly followed by the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. And if you like jets, you can't go wrong with a Typhoon either. It's a very dynamic display.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for talking to us, and I'm sure everyone will appreciate your efforts.
Absolute pleasure.